Hey everyone, my name is Odds. Welcome back to the channel. I've got another Mechabellum video for you today. We just had a new patch, and with it came a brand new unit. Moved over from the free-for-all mode. It is now in 1v1, the Mountain. I've been experimenting a bit today, this day, the first day of the patch, and trying out the new unit. And we just put out a video recently about using Mountain on the offensive with the armor upgrade. But this time we're going to take it back. We're going to play standard. We're going to use the Mountain for its high range. So if you're interested in that, please tune into the rest of the video. We've got a couple good techs on the Mountain, and this is a really close, intense game here, standard gameplay. And we get like 3 or so mountains, level 2 or so on the battlefield this game, so we can see just how much they affect the game and how quickly they can turn the tide of battle. So this game was played at about 1800 MMR, so this is right after the patch, so you lose about 200 MMR or so from the patch, so it's around 2000 pre-patch. Yeah, so Archwise and Odds myself. So round one, we go with the giant spec because I'm already planning. I had a really good pack here, right? I have the sledgehammer and the arclight pack, really good for standard. And I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to try out the new unit in standard. So here we go. I just deploy some fangs, and my opponent is a supply spec, so they get some extra supply each round. And pretty close, but they deployed 2 marksmen, so no chaff clear here. Normally I deploy crawlers, which would have been better here, but yeah, I'm trying standard, so that's what's going on. All right, round 2, we've already got the unit drop, and yeah, actually we got crawlers right away. So pretty quick pick from me. I'm not really interested in the rest of this. I don't need dogs. I got Arclights as my main chaff clear, and Wraith is kind of difficult in standard, going up against a marksman already. And yeah, so all right, crawlers also picked. Looks like we've got a very standard style on both sides. I go for, oh, actually, sorry, I canceled the Phoenix. Yeah, I didn't have enough money to do that, so I ended up going for the marksman, just kind of mirroring what my opponent is doing a bit here and getting more chaff. This time putting some fangs up in front so that at least the marksman won't get lock-ons to the sledges and arc lights right away. So we're going to motor through the first few rounds here. Not terribly interesting rounds, but yeah, so we are just slightly losing the chaff war because our second wave of fangs are a little bit too slow. So the 4 marksmen are able to lock onto our core units, take them out. But we can fix that. Additional deployment slot is offered. It's the most important pick here. So I'm debating it because I am giant tech, so I don't really need the extra deploys, but it is only round 3. So if your opponent takes additional deploy and you're on round 3, by the time we get into the late game, like, we're going to be down quite a lot of deploys. So I figured it was best to take the additional deploy slot and just build up the chaff and you know, prepare for when we're going to put down our mountains. So I've left 7 spaces here, 7 spaces here. We've got space here, space here. I'm gonna throw down another arc light, so we've got a space in here as well. So lots of little 7 slots in order to fit our mountains later on. So we just go for a couple arc lights here. Want to make sure that I'm winning the chaff war, and we take up attack enhancement. All right, here we go. Opponent has more marksmen now, and it's looking okay for us. We don't have range yet on our arc lights, but we are able to clear this first wave of chaff rather easily. We still are losing chaff in the middle. Oh, and just barely on the sides too. The marksman's able to lock on to our arc lights. So unfortunately, though we're killing the first wave rather quickly, we're still not able to win the chaff war and therefore win the round. So we're down to almost half HP already. Now I am more of an aggro player, so I'm not super nuanced in the standard play, but so we're learning here too, you know. But I know range is important in arc lights. Here we go. We got all of our arc range. You know, it's kind of tricky going into these sledges. They've got, you know, a level 2 sledge already. But I figure with enough stuff, it's not going to be so bad. And when we get our our mountain, it'll be able to clear the sledges pretty easily. So yeah, we just finish up our board with our arc lights. And now we don't need any more arc lights. Get some more fangs. We put them in front here because we don't want our arc lights to be shot by the marksman again. And yeah, just making sure we got 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 50 credits left. Opponent is getting some really deep fangs, late fangs. There we go. And this missile, oh, it just barely gets the sledges, but I mean, it would have been totally acceptable to get that too. And 2 packs, it's about the same value, right? So now we've got the range on our arcs. They're staying farther back, out of the range of the marksman. He did pick up range for marksman this turn. But yeah, now look at our chaff. We're winning this chaff battle. We're pushed all the way up here in his face. And yeah, on the sides here, like, everything is going really well. Now we finally have our chaff going. We have our arc lights behind, range arc lights. Doing amazingly here. I mean, we've only got 2 marksmen. That's all you need, I guess. Right, and always building chaff, ABC. There we go. We managed to turn it around, get some damage on the board. Cool. All right, going in round 5. 1,000 credits this turn. Units are offered. Now, I was hoping to get into the mountain this turn, but there's no one single unit to sell. But probably a good value here would be the steel ball. You know, 3 packs free at $600. Compare that to the rhino, it's only like 550, and yeah, etc. Plus, like, the steel ball's not the worst. Like, it is kind of like chaffy in a way, and you can always build a mechanical division later on if you need it. But yeah, we sell one. Keep these on the side. This also has a double duty of like protecting if my opponent goes for rhino as well. It would kill the rhinos. But yeah, we get the mountain. But we are really strapped for cash. Like, it's a very expensive turn. We're only on round 5, so there's not a lot to work with. Debating if I want to tech it, what tech we go. On my bar this time, we've got extended range, the armor plating, bombardment, which also gives a plus 40 range, efficient maintenance, smoke bomb, and anti-air. I think smoke bomb is going to be pretty good too. But yeah, for now we go for efficient maintenance. We don't want to take any more loss on our supply. So we are planning on building more. It is sort of telling our opponent what we're doing a bit here by getting efficient maintenance. But yeah, last minute I move it into the middle here. And we do actually manage to tank that missile, which is pretty lucky, I suppose. Yeah, steel balls for the opponent, which was as well. We've matched our deploys like every turn, which is really interesting. So I guess I'm doing something right with standard. I guess I don't play standard too much. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we killed the balls here, so we don't have to worry about them locking onto the mountain. And it's doing pretty good against these tanks. It does one-shot the tank. But the opponent now has the storm colors. Oof. It's actually not going nearly as well as I had thought it would go. losing on the right. Our mountain is about to go down, goes down. And yeah, these marksmen just clear everything else up. And we actually end up losing round 5. 2000 HP left. Nuke is offered. Again, I don't really want to afford any of this stuff. I want to pay for it. I want to keep building the mountains. So that's what we do. Opponent does take the nuke though. I'm debating where to place my mountains. I've still got 650, but if I loan, I can get another one. I was thinking that, you know, perhaps if there's going to be a counter, that'd be like melter, or if there's a nuke, it's going to be on this side where the mountain is. So I end up moving the new ones over onto the right, hoping that I can dodge whatever's going to be happening over here. One throws down a couple shields. And high explosive anti-tank shells are picked up. This tech is nerfed a little bit. It now costs 150 instead of 100, but still a very, very valuable skill to have. Does a lot of damage to giants here, so should do quite a lot against the mountain if it gets to lock on. This turn, our range, you know, it's only 100 meters, so we are going to get within the range of the 180 range Stormcallers. We sell out our other ball as well for whatever money that we need. But yeah, we've got a couple spells coming down. We're, you know, not able to afford upgrades on our arc class or anything. So oil comes down, slows us down. It's not a big deal, to be honest, but what is this mountain doing? It needs to stop moving left. Go to the right. Go to the right. Oh, it takes part of the nuke. It's too bad. And with the anti-tank shells, you can see just how much damage these are doing. Watch this volley. Comes in and oh, it does quite a lot of damage there. This is not looking very good for me. 3 mountains still not able to break through. But luckily, you know, mostly this is small units, so not a tremendous amount of damage. We are going to hang in there around 800 HP. Now we've got to really start turning this around. Heavy armor, barrier, fortified arc, and mobile beacon are offered. Yeah, none of these are good for either of us. When it upgrades the Stormies, yeah, it's super important that we stay out of range and block the Stormcaller shots with the anti-missiles. So here we take our first real tech on the mountain, the extended range ammo. So this increases the range by 160, but decreases the attack damage by 75%, which is quite a lot. But look at this attack range. So we sold this one just to move it farther back because we don't need it up there. It's already within range. So we'll keep back, stay out of fire of the Stormcallers. And we're going to throw down some of these missile interceptor devices as well. And just adding some more chaff. The latest fangs we can get. 350 bucks left, just enough to upgrade all the arc lights. So that should help clear whatever, because we lost some damage when taking the extended range. So we are adding a bit of damage with the levels on the arc lights. And immediately, as soon as the round starts, we're able to shoot. How crazy is that? Stormcaller's way out of range here. And here we go. Missiles coming in. Blocking the missiles. See how much damage these guys are doing. A fair bit. We still got these steel balls. That's chaff here. Yeah, now with all this range, we're really outranging our opponent. And in standard, that's like the most important thing you can do, right? It's range. We don't even have enhanced range from our tower. Does our opponent? No. So maybe a mistake from our opponent, but I'm not sure if 10 range would make a difference anyway. Look at these things. This is like the Stormcaller counter, to be honest. Like, look at this. The Stormcallers have to walk in, and they just get one shot still, even though we have reduced damage. It's crazy. Look at this. Bam. Bam. Or not one shot, but, you know, close enough. There we go. We take a round. Some severe damage here. 1,500. We do get levels on all of our Titans as well. None of this stuff is what we want. Archwise taking time though. I don't have a whole lot of anti-air here besides the... Okay, here we go. Improved factory. So increases the HP by 40%, attack by 15, range by 10, decreases attack interval. Like, improved war factory, very, very strong. So he picks it up. He goes high explosive ammo. Yeah, I mean, I guess armor's really good. Armor's good, but high explosive ammo it's already got. Oh no, it doesn't have increased. It has increased range, but not splash. So never mind. But yeah, like this is a really good play here out of my opponent. He's trying to get up in my face now. Puts the war factor down. We've leveled up our mountains. That was a lot of money. We just got more fangs. We just want to delay, get the fangs out, keep our mountains shooting from a distance, make sure they never get locked on by anything. But yeah, this is actually kind of scary here. But the armor war factory, it's got 240,000 HP. Armor blocks 60 damage when attacked. So we don't have really high damage units here, like at all. Even our mountains have reduced damage. So this is quite scary. If he was able to get this level 2, this would be absolutely terrifying. I don't think there'd be any way we could kill it. Okay, mobile beacon's in, he's coming in. We do have a lot of chaff that's at least standing in the way, preventing the war factory from moving forward. So long as there's something on this part of the beacon, it will not move forward. Everything dies. This sledge is just barely out of the range there, and the war factory's moving forward. We still only have a level 1 tower. This is getting really scarily close here. Are we going to be able to take it down? Yes, just barely. Barely taking it down. Now our mountains can lock on to different targets. We are somehow staying alive here. And now the level 2 mountains, there's nothing that really can be done. Just destroying those Stormcallers so quickly. We have so much chaff left too. That's a huge damage. And with that, it is enough to end the game. Wow. Incredible. So I really love this move from my opponent, Archwise. I think this could work. I'm not sure about the high explosive ammo. You know, maybe if we were able to get this to level 2, I'm not sure how much money he had. Maybe he could sell, like he hasn't sold any of the steel balls or anything like that. Get this to level 2, or if you wanted to double tech it, you know, maybe photon coating. That reduces damage as well. Yeah, maybe the worry here is like there is quite a lot of chaff, so maybe without the high explosive ammo it would just get locked up. But yeah, I think we got pretty lucky that we upgraded our mountains here. If we didn't upgrade the mountains, I don't think there's a way that we could have killed this. So yeah, really well played by opponent. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. We weren't able to get any of the other techs here. Like, we only got to round 8. But, you know, I'm hoping sometime we can try the smoke bomb. I think in standard smoke bomb could work really well. Like, imagine, you know, you smoke off this area. It's quite a lot, right? 45 smoke bombs every 10 seconds. It's kind of insane. Max range of 180 meters. So it goes quite far. You got Stormies and Marksman. I think you know, that maybe could have been an option here instead that we played the smoke bomb. But if we did do that this turn, we would have certainly died to War Factory. So yeah, good thing we upgraded these mountains. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the game. Thanks for tuning in and watching the whole thing. Leave some comments down below if you enjoyed them, or maybe, you know, things you want to see me try out next. I read all the comments and reply, so appreciate that. like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I look forward to seeing you next time. All right, take care, everyone.